give me a call, give me your call sign, and I'll add you to the list. And if you're just out there listening, as you can see, we have a variety of topics we're talking about tonight. So let's get back to the fun.
Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra.
What was that call again? Was that Kilo, Echo 4, Kilo?
It was Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra.
Jeffy Mike.
Kilo Sierra, you're number 18.
W8.
Roger.
Wow, what a call.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Hello.
You feeling better? It's 88I.
Alpha Charlie 8 Golf Foxtrot. Check in short, in and out, please.
That was Alpha Charlie 8 Golf Foxtrot?
That's correct. Please put me in and out.
Okay, I've got you in and out at number 19.
Hello, Dave.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hi there, Tony. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Wow, I suppose you can hear me okay, because recognized me right out of the pile. Anyway, we'll be here riding along. I think we'll be here for the net. Hey, UGB.
Are you mobile tonight there, Tony?
Got you at number 20, Tony.
No, not mobile. Just working home with 100 watts.
At the house, not at the church. Okay. So you're getting ready for your show tomorrow?
Yep, I'll be going back to the church later to finish some things up.
Roger. Good to hear you, buddy. Any XUY.
What's the topic?
Hi, Tony.
The topic is 10 techs at Easter.
Tony, you hearing me? 88MO, how you doing?
He's running 100 watts.
Good copy here in Marcellus, Tony.
You're doing fine, Andy. I'm thinking, remember, I think the Reverend is putting together a sermon for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I would think so too. I'm hearing Tony. He's usually pretty strong here, but I knew he said he was running 100 watts too, and I guess I just proved the band set up and Sean said the band was a little suppressed, and it sort of sounds that way. Okay. Just wanted to wave a hand. Whoa, yeah, I forgot tomorrow's Easter Sunday. Okay. All righty. I need some coffee or something because I'm having trouble waking up here. Maybe in a moment.
It'll do you good.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
Caffeine there.
Eh?
I don't like it either, Andy. This is KADXJ.
I used to dislike it, and then I became a convert.
I purchase a lot of Mountain Dew. Cheryl loves Mountain Dew, so yes, dear. Mimosa on a morning, and she's okay with vodka too. Oh, and by the way, she's a second-degree black belt martial arts instructor.
She can drink whatever she wants.
Yep, and I have security wherever I go. Thank you very much, dear.
You would never know, meeting Cheryl, you would never know that, Sam.
Isn't that true? Isn't that wild and crazy? I'm the guy that's all lippy.
Yeah, I have a friend that's that way. You look at him, he was black belt, he was CIA, you would never know it to look at him. And he's not real tall or, big stature.
Maybe not. You don't understand.
No, I don't think so, Sean. He's a Vietnam veteran, he's CIA. Oh, no. I don't think you would, my friend. I wouldn't even want to face him.
That's the key factor right there.
Definitely out talking, right, John?
Well, when Cheryl was going through her martial arts training and really advancing and hanging out with Master Sandoval, the 8th degree master, I would always tell him, yeah, I used to study martial arts, but now I might not be able to kick your butt, but I can talk you to death.
Oh. That's funny, Sam. Yeah, my buddy he speaks 6 different languages, and he was in the Middle East, Russia. He was all over, so. And he's quite experienced. Who's that? Shut, behave.
Anybody taking check-in?
Yeah.
There's a check-in.
WB0RMN.
Rockin' Larry from Plymouth, Michigan.
Larry, you're number 21.
Better make me in and out, David. I think that was David.
We miss you, Larry.
Hey, I even heard you on your crippled antenna. Hello, Larry.
Well, I don't know what's working better, but it's not great. Yeah, it has a big tree branch hanging over it, and I'm not sure the wire's broke, but it's about 10 feet off the ground in the middle.
Yeah, that won't work.
Hanging over it, it just sits there and flops, and the SWR goes from infinity to 0 and just flops back and forth. I can't transmit into it. Well, Michael will be home Wednesday or Thursday, and we'll see what he says.
All right, guys, my wife's not a black belt, but she is 100% Sicilian, so I gotta go. Happy Easter to everybody. 88I.
Have
Okay,
a good
John.
evening. Enjoy. You taking her out to dinner, right?
No, I'm working, dude. Are you kidding me? We got family coming to my house. She got a whole list of things for me to do.
Okie dokie. Understood. Family tomorrow. It is Easter.
We're taking our granddaughter and her family out to dinner tomorrow.
Very nice chatting with you today on the phone. N8XUY. Thank you.
It was great, Sam. I'll talk to y'all later. WB0RMN. I'm clear.
Good night, Larry. Happy Easter.
Did Larry say he was in and out? Okay, thanks.
N8XUY here. I spent some time with Larry on the phone today talking about his cousin there in Iowa and how the Des Moines area Iowa club is going to help his cousin Charlie get his antenna back up. And it's pretty exciting because what Larry's hoping that Charlie can join the net here some night once the antenna gets back up.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. And by the way, that's his younger cousin, okay? Younger. Sean, is your screen working, your scope? Am I okay? Okie dokie. I'm looking at I got the Tustin Farms up. And when I look at, there's a little shadow to the right side of 35, but it doesn't go very far. So I just wanted to make sure that we're okay. So the 23-year-old radio is doing okay. I'm back to the Hio mic. I know my ribbon mic that I like. I notice if I'm doing the net and I go left or right from it, it needs you to be right in front of it. So. The Hio doesn't. I can go left or right a little bit with it, but as much as I like hearing the ribbon sound of a microphone, it's really I got to be right in front of it. And when you're doing the net, you might move left or right, get some papers over here, write something down. So I'm back to the Hio.
I notice my mic's like that as well. I got to be right in front of it. If I even turn my head, I notice the audio level changes.
Yep, different mics will do that depending upon their orientation.
Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net. And I'm looking for additional check-ins to get on the pre-net check-in list. We've got about 5 minutes until the net starts, so if you'd like to get on the pre-net check-in list, why don't you give me your call sign now and I'll add you to the list. I will make one more call for check-ins in about 2 or 3 minutes, but if you'd like to get on the list now, we'd love to have you join us. Again, the net starts in 5 minutes.
Sean, you home alone again? Oh my gosh, that means, PJs aren't required, probably. I don't even know what those are anymore, but good for you.
Sean, you're unsupervised, right? Oh boy.
That's a good start for you for when you become an old guy. The old guy naps. Hey, who was going at 4 a.m. when you woke up? Who'd you find? Were you getting what I've always enjoyed about 7580 at certain times of night? You can get from East Coast to West Coast, way up into Canada and down into Mexico. Was that going on? Okay, yeah, I know. Just I groove when 10 o'clock at night on 3935. I'm talking to California, Wyoming, a lot of out west stuff. But then, you know, as I recall over the years, when the band really spreads out later in the evening, you know, you got Manitoba, Alberta, way up Thunder Bay, all the way down into the mid part of Mexico, or even further south. It's great on 7580.
Hey, Sean. Sorry to interrupt. Sam, I'm sorry. K9CTV. Sean, can you relay me in and out? I gotta run. But I missed you guys, and I'm sorry. Over. Gotcha. Go ahead. I got you, Neil. In and out. Thank you.
Have a good one, Neil.
Guys. Take care. God bless. Happy Easter. Roger that. Thank you again, guys.
I thought it was too excited and just blabbing real loud.
Just got excited. Is that Neil in Indianapolis?
Tony's back. Hey, who was looking for Tony a few minutes ago?
I bumped my vehicle. Don.
Okay, Tony bumped his VFO. That's why he got lost.
Well, I'm back.
We're glad you are here.
What's the most unique thing about your sermon tomorrow?
Say again?
What's the most unique thing about your sermon tomorrow, WB8BOW?
You need to take this as the answer. Does it matter? Because that's the message.
Well, hey, it's Easter. That's like the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's actually the title of the message. Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
It's the Super Bowl of sermons, Easter. I know you'll rock it, Tony.
Time for David to rock it.
And he does.
And you're right. It is 2200 hours UTC. And once again, it's my privilege to say good evening and welcome all amateur and shortwave listeners everywhere. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, and my name is David. I'm located in Elkhart, Indiana, and I'll be your net control station for this evening's session of the Wolverine single sideband net. You don't have to be a member to check into this net. Everyone with a general or higher amateur radio license is welcome to participate. This net meets every night of the week on this frequency, 3.935 megahertz. At this time, 2200 hours UTC, and the pre-net starts at 2115 UTC. The purpose of this net is to promote good fellowship among radio operators. If you'd like to become a member of the Wolverine single sideband net, the requirements are 4 check-ins a month for 3 consecutive months. After meeting these requirements, please email or send your list to Kilo 8 Tango Alpha Sierra, Taz, who's good on QRZ.com. You must have the check-in date and the net control call sign. Make sure it is the net control station and not the pre-net list taker, because sometimes they are different. That was not the case tonight. We suggest that you send in more than the required number of check-ins, just in case of any discrepancies. We have a nice net certificate and an iron-on patch for our new members. Information about the net and the monthly awards are available on our website at www.wssbn.com, or you can simply Google Wolverine single sideband net. I currently have on our pre-net list the following stations by suffix: YAV, VOW, SOB, HAV, AVT, KUZ, DXJ, ERB, CGS, WIV, XN, UJR, TAS, DLF, II, MO, XUY, KS, GF, UGB, RMN, and CTB. Did I make any mistakes on the suffixes, or did I miss anyone on the list? If so, please call me now. Okay, not having anyone speak up. I guess we did okay there. Are there any mobiles on the list, or any mobiles wishing to check in at this time? Any relays would be appreciated. Not hearing anyone speak up or hearing any relays. I guess we're all clear on mobiles. Are there any announcements tonight? If so, please call me now.
This is Kilo 8 Delta X-Ray Juliet.
Go ahead, Doris.
Thank you, David. I just wanted to let everybody know that this coming Monday, which is April the 10th, it is award night. So those of you that do check in on Monday night with Sean in the big chair, all you have to do is go to our website. If you're not sure what it is, all you have to do is Google Wolverine Single Sideband Net. Just go to the awards section and fill out the information, and I'll get the award out to you. You have to be on the list, and it doesn't make a difference if you're a member or not. Anybody that's on the list is eligible for the award. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. This is K8DXJ.
Okay, thank you, Doris. We appreciate that. Any other announcements before we move on? Okay, no other announcements. Do we have any stations wishing to be short time or wishing to check in a short time? If so, please call me now. Not hearing any requests for short time, I will take general check-ins at this time. If you'd like to check in and get on our list, please call Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee Alpha Victor at this time. Not having any requests for general check-ins, I will take additional check-ins about every 15 minutes. I'll try and keep my eye on the clock so that we can keep that pretty much on schedule. Please wait until then to check in. It makes everything go a lot smoother. And with that, we'll go up to the top of the list and start taking comments. I'm at the top. I'll keep my comments rather brief so that we have plenty of time for yours. And following me will be WB8VOW Rusty. But first, my day today, not all that exciting. My big event for the day was finally, after a couple weeks, made it out to the grocery store and refilled the pantry. Probably should have done it a couple weeks ago, but, just kept putting it off. But we filled the cart and emptied the wallet today, so we're all stocked up for a while now. And I guess we're okay now. So that's about it for me. Beautiful weather out there today. Thermometer on the deck says it's 62, and it's gorgeous. And it looks like we're going to have that for several days now. So that's it for me. So with that, let's drop down to number 2. That's Rusty, and stand by Sean. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Rusty, WB8VOW, Station of the Year 2022.
Well, hey, it's great to follow the Station of the Year for 2022. KC9YAV doing a great job tonight on the wonderful Wolverine Single Sideband Net. This is WB8VOW, and today I got up and I actually grabbed the lounge chair and sat out in front of the garage, trying to keep out of the breeze, but boy, the sun felt great. Had my coffee out there, and then did a few chores, got my dishes done so that when Lady Di comes home, I don't want a big stack of dishes waiting because, she might beat me up. So I kept up on those, and then went out and fed the birds and changed the water in the bird bath for them, and And then I came in, and of course, you know, Diane knows I'm unsupervised, and she knows how to keep me out of trouble. So the assignment for this weekend was get the taxes done. So the Michigan ones are ready to send off. I have a lot of fun with the feds because we play a little tax ping pong. I fill out the form, I send it in, they reject it, and I get it back, find out what I screwed up, and then I throw it back over there, and then they reject it again, and you know, I'm hoping that the fourth time's the charm. I did at one point get a little dyslexic on my ID number, which, you know, it made sense why they rejected it, and then I think the other one is the latest is I started filling out a Schedule A, and really there was no benefit to it, and so they were rejecting it because they didn't like my Schedule A. That was easy. I just deleted it and turned it back in. So we'll see what happens, but usually we come to some kind of agreement, and the good news is I'm getting money back from both. Not a ton, but you know, every little bit helps. So, hey, let's turn it back to you and hope that everybody's having a better day than I am with the taxes. And looking forward to getting out in the sunshine a little bit tomorrow on Easter Sunday. Hope everybody enjoys their Easter Sunday and is able to, you know, get into the reason for the season. So, KC9YAV, WB8VOW. Thanks again, David.
Okay, Rusty. Well, I hope you don't have to joust with the IRS too much and everything. Several years ago, I got tired of doing the jousting with them, and I just started using an accountant and doing things that way. Once I started having 401ks where things were getting bought and sold, and having these, you know, the I-99s coming in from all over the place, that just got more than I could deal with. So anyway, good luck on your taxes. I understand what you're going through, and wish you all the best for Easter, and hope you find all your Easter eggs too. So we'll say 73. You and Diane have a great Sunday, and we will talk to you later on this week. I know that for a fact. So best wishes, my friend. And with that, let's drop down to number 3. That's Sean in Fort Gratiot, and stand by Harold in Waterford. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Sean, N8SOB. Sean, how we have a good idea that your day's been going pretty good since you're sitting around in the pajamas, but what do you have to say about it?
Mr. Monday.
Oh, man, I enjoy you being net control, David. Awesome deal. KC9YAB, this is N8SOB, Fort Gratiot Township, Michigan. Currently 43 degrees. Got a high of 46.2. Had my local ham buddy on me today. Wanted to come over and help me put up my switch out my 2-meter antenna, 2-meter 440 antenna, dual-bander. Like I say, I have a little GP3 up there, a little guy, and I have a brand new GP9 they put up. It's all put together, ready to go, and man, I'll tell you, I just did not feel like doing it today. Nothing. I told him, I said, man, maybe tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow. So, you know, it's still breezy cold out of the northeast. So I was okay sitting in here just watching TV, watching a replay of golf here, and they got rained out the 3rd round, and Tiger, I'll tell you, Tiger, he tries, you know, and Mickelson's not doing too bad. I think he's at number 4 at 6 under. But first place is at 13 under. Man, getting it out there. So I think Tiger Woods is +4 or +5. So yeah, it ain't the same thing. Ain't the old Tiger anymore. But other than that, played a little radio. Did munching on some food here. Glad we got a refrigerator full of food and didn't have to go anywhere. Not at all. I might get in the shower and see how I feel after that. Maybe head over to my mom, see what they're doing, hang out or something. Get out of the house, get some stink blowed off me. So other than that, it's always good to get you in here on Saturday night there, David. You do a great job, buddy. So with that, we'll pass it back to you. Everybody have a great Easter tomorrow, and we'll catch you tomorrow evening. Don't forget, it's awards night Monday night, and I'll be in the big chair, so hopefully we'll get a good list in here and keep Doris busy. Back to you, David. KC9YAV and the wonderful Wolverine single sideband net. This is N8SOB. Thanks, David.
Okay, Sean, very good on that. Well, I know exactly what you mean about sometimes you just want to kick back and not do anything. I took Friday off, and I had some great plans in mind on what I was going to do, but I ended up deciding that I just wasn't going to do them, and I sat back and binge watched some TV for a while and shot most of the morning and most of the afternoon before I ever got around to doing anything. But you have to do that sometimes, so I understand completely. So, yeah, I got to get out and get some fresh air, though. It's a pretty nice day. You need to soak up some of that vitamin D while it's still out there. And as you said, blow the stink off. So whatever you decide to do is okay, as long as you decide that you're going to do something. So looking forward to you on Monday night when you're in the big chair. And always a pleasure talking to you, Sean. So you take care. Have some more Mountain Dew and kick back, relax, and do whatever it is that makes you feel good. So we'll say 73s for now, and we'll drop down to number 5. That's Harold in Waterford, and stand by Bob in Windsor. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Harold, Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Victor Tango. Harold, how's your day been today?
This is Harold, K8MET in Waterford. Well, we're doing pretty good. Finally took off this morning after it warmed up a little bit, and when looking around, I stopped in at a couple places and looked at prices and decided I'm not sure I really need what I'm looking for. After that, I went on out to Myers and did a little shopping out there, and then I came home and I looked at the tree that was knocked down quite a while ago, and the neighbor claims, well, I broke my chainsaw, so I can't do anything with it. So I didn't break my chainsaw, so I dragged my electric cord out there, and I had a little party with the stuff that was hanging on my side of the fence. And when I was done cutting it up, I played He-Man. Pick it up, throw it over the fence. And got that all done, and then I wandered on out to the front. Got a tree out there. It actually is a neighbor's tree, but it's growing right on the corner of the lot, and it has these big, heavy branches that come down, and there was one up there that even the trash truck that comes around to pick up our trash, it's going to whop that thing. So I finally decided if I'd stick my long-handled electric pruners up there and go zip on that one little chunk of branch, I can get enough weight off it, it'll go up and clear everybody. So I did a little trimming on their tree, whether they know it or not. But other than that, it's been a rather quiet day here. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. KC9YAV, this is K8AVT playing Lumberjack.
Okay, you definitely did some work today, Paul Bunyan. Cutting up a tree on your yard and backyard and everything, and getting that taken care of, and then trimming the tree up there in the front yard. So good for you on that. Definitely made some good work today in the sunshine, and getting some shopping done this morning, it sounds like. So definitely took advantage of the weather. So good for you. And I I need to do some of the trimming on a tree down here as well. I ought to take a look at getting one of those electric pruners that is up on that's on a pole. That would come in really handy for me. I've got a couple trees that would really work for me, so I'll have to look into that. It's a good idea. So anyway, you have a great evening, and take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night. And 73s. And with that, let's drop down to number 6. That's Bob in Windsor. And after Bob, we're going to take a short break and see if we have any more check-ins out there. And when we come back, we'll pick up Doris in Romulus. But first, let's go to Bob. Victor Echo 3, Kilo Uniform Zulu. Bob, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, hello, David. Hello to the Wolverines out there. This is Bob, VE3KUZ, running on the FT101 tonight. Don't know how much power it's putting out. Doesn't look like a whole lot, so I don't know how well this thing's running, and I thought I would take this old radio out and see what it can do and dust it off, but it doesn't look like it's putting out a lot of power tonight, and I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's this watt meter I'm using. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'll see if you can. Comment?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you fine. You're a little bit off frequency on transmit, but can still hear you without a problem. But with a hot water 101 with the tubes and everything, that's expected.
No problem, yeah, okay. I don't know if it's on frequency or what here. I'll just adjust it a little bit. Is that pretty well on frequency now?
You had a comment also.
Yeah, you're on frequency now. Let's take the comment. Go ahead, comment.
K88HTT here, operating portable in Minnesota, northeastern Lower Peninsula. I got you at 20 over here, and yes, you just got it back on frequency. Just let me know.
All right, thanks for that. Definitely appreciate that. Well, maybe this thing's working okay. It's an old radio. It's still all original. It's not even been recapped yet. So I'm just amazed that it's working this well. Anyway, everybody's coming in great. Band sounds nice and quiet tonight, and I haven't really done much today except play around with radios. I've got my old amplifier in the new amplifier, and I'm putting pieces together and trying to get everything working here. But yeah, it's keeping me busy. But tomorrow is Easter, so I won't be working on the radio at all probably tomorrow. I don't even know if I'll be on the net or not. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'll put it back to you, David. Thanks for doing the net. Definitely appreciate that. And I'll put it back to you. KC9YAV from VE3KUZ.
Okay, Bob. Well, you're a solid 5.7 down here in Elkhart, so very good on the 101 working for you. It's doing a good job, and sounds like you had a good day working on radios today. That's a good way to spend the day, so that's great. So we'll say 73s to you. And that portable station, would you like to check in here on the Wolverine single sideband net?
Yeah, I'd like to. If you got copy on me, I know you had light copy on me in the past couple of days. This is Kilo Delta 8 Hotel Tango Tango Wolverine number 391. If you have copy, yes, I'd like to get in.
Yeah, Kilo Delta 8 Tango Tango. I've got you. We'll just take you right now since band's a little up and down. Go ahead.
All right, good enough. KD8HTT, Dan over here, operating portable in Skoda, Michigan, northeastern Lower Peninsula. Yep, all right, thanks for taking me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of antenna problems here and there, but, you know, that's the way it goes. I mean, I'll get it straightened out. But anyhow, you know, it was kind of a soupy day, like I was saying. I was on the UPNet earlier. It's kind of, it snowed and rained and sleeted. It did about everything it could do up here. but that's okay. You know, I'm glad to be here. So we'll spend Easter Sunday up here, and we will definitely be checking in. And I think we're going to stay till Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure, and go back down to Madison Heights at the main QTH and take care of business, what's got to be taken care of, and then we'll be back up here as soon as we can. Well, thanks for having me on the Wolveriners. Have a great Easter, everybody. If I don't talk to you, I know some people will not be on, but I probably will. But thanks again. 88HTT back to Net Control.
Okay, Dan. Very good. Your signal faded in and out a little bit there, but copied probably 85% of what you had to say. So you take care, and look forward to hearing from you when you get back down to Madison Heights, and you have a great evening. So and have a happy Easter. So 73s, Dan. And with that, let me take a pause here and see if we have any additional check-ins for the Wolverine single sideband net. If you'd like to check in, give me a call now. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net.
Monday I'll be busy with awards in the evening, so but that's the way it goes. So beautiful sunny day. It could have been a little warmer, but it was really it was just a nice day. When the sun's out, it makes it nice. So with that, we'll turn it back to you. This is K8DXJ.
Okay, Doris. Well, that's a lot of stationery, 660 sheets. Scratching my head on that one. You'd think that maybe they would just create their own template and on their computer and do it that way, but thank goodness for you that they don't know how to do that. So very good for you. And yeah, it has been a nice day today. That sunshine was beautiful to see today, as it was yesterday. So I'm glad you kept busy today, and you enjoy the rest of the evening, and have a great Easter tomorrow, Doris. Best wishes to you. And with that, let's drop down to number 8. That's Tom in Yale, and stand by Greg in Coloma. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Tom, November 8, Exotic Radio Voice. Tom, how are you doing today?
Well, hello, David. You know, Tom's doing pretty good today. We had lots of sunshine. We had a little bit of a breeze. We still got a little bit of the sunshine left right now. I am in ADRV, and I'm located in Yale, Michigan, where the current temperature on my front porch is 47.5. That's a whole lot better than that 20 and 30 stuff we were seeing. They're talking this week it's going to go to warmer temperatures. I will extend the invitation if you're not all out hunting Easter eggs tomorrow morning, you know, you're more than welcome to check out the Michigan Thumb Net, which is on 3950 at 8 o'clock. You're more than welcome to come in and rattle our ropes, I guess was what you would say. Other than that, I haven't really done a whole lot. I've, worked on a load of laundry, checked out the water softener to see if it's doing what it's doing, and it's doing its thing, so that's cool. And yeah, I could play lumberjack too, but I don't have anything to cut this wood up that I got. You know, I had a whole, what is that, 45-foot ash tree that came down across my neighbor's fence, which is actually his tree, but you don't see him out there. You know, I'm sorry about that. I'll start cutting that out of your way, and no, that ain't gonna happen with him. He's just glad it fell the other way, so he don't have to pay for it. But I got a fella here in town that works at his dad's hardware store, and he burns wood in his house. He said he'd be more than glad to come out and cut up the wood and take it away. And I said, it's all yours. So I don't know when he's going to get around to doing that, but hopefully before the farming season starts. Him and his dad both run a farm on the side of which used to be Ace Hardware downtown, but they got rid of the Ace name and they carry on with other things. With that, not much going on. Kind of listening to the Tigers game. The Wings lost theirs, and the Tigers aren't doing much better either. Which would make like what SOB said. I'm going to run away from home for a while tonight. So that's the end of that story. Everything at the Sioux seems to be, they're doing their thing up there, up and down. And they're talking about some of the old locks to the north there that were smaller years back had been set, and I guess they're gonna dig them out and open that all up and make another double wide lock, so they can literally take a couple of these big freighters, 2 of them at a time, going into Lake Superior. So that'll be interesting to see. You know, it's the Army Corps of Engineers, and this is how our money is getting spent, so that's all right. I'd rather they spend it here than send it overseas, but that's a whole different story over there. I personally wish they could grab Putin's yacht over there and sell it like they've been doing the other ones, but I'm sure he keeps quite a few military men around it to guard it. So that's the name of that story. Well, David, you're doing a really good job. Carry on with all good work. I'll let this go back to you, and you can carry on down the list. N8ERV.
Okay, Tom. Well, if you're a little closer, I'd let you borrow my steel 21-inch chainsaw. It's been sitting in non-use for the past 4 years since I moved out of my old house, which was a heavily wooded lot, where it got a lot of use. Don't use it anymore. Been thinking about what to do with it. But if you got someone who's going to cut it up and haul it out for you, that's just as good. So anyway, glad that you got have someone that'll do that for you. That's definitely great. It saves some saves some work on the back and gets rid of the tree as well. That's great. And yeah, that's interesting about the Sioux locks, that they're going to close a couple of the older locks and make them into double wides. That makes sense. Get twice the freight through for at the same time. That makes good sense. And yeah, spending the money in this continent opposed to other continents is a good idea as well. So I agree with you there. So hope you have a good evening tonight and an enjoyable day tomorrow. Can't argue with the weather. I agree with you there. So take care and 73s, and we will talk to you tomorrow. And with that, let's drop down to number 9. That's Greg in Coloma, and stand by Tom in Cadillac. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Greg, Kilo 8, Charlie Golf Sierra. Greg, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, fairly middling here, David. It's Greg, Southwest Michigan, Kilo 8, Charlie Golf Sierra. And just looking at the forecast, and it's almost spring-like. I think we're supposed to have around 70 for most of the week, and boy, what a blessing. It was not a rough winter, it was just a long fake winter, and so if it's going to be winter, let's have it. None of this on and off stuff like we had here in Southwest Michigan. Not much going on here, David. Just looking for the results on the biopsy and get this thing over with, whatever it is. So getting tired of the aches. Anyway, that's all I got, David. I'll talk to you later on, and good evening, everybody out there in the Wolverine Net. This is Kilo 8 Charlie Golf Sierra. Back to you, David.
Okay, Greg. Hope that you get your results back soon, and that they're good results, and everything gets cleared up. And yeah, we have to say that the weather this weekend is ideal. There's no doubt about that. And the upcoming forecast is definitely springtime, and it's awful nice. And I agree with you. If we're going to have winter, we should have winter. And not that I want it now, but according to what the weather prognosticators say, we might have a real winter next year. Who knows? But I don't mind it on the heating bills. They weren't too bad this year. So anyway, we'll say 73s to you. I know that we'll be talking. And in the meantime, have a great evening and good day tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow night. So with that, let's drop down to number 10. That's Tom in Cadillac, and stand by George in Highland, Indiana. You'll be up after Tom. But first, let's go to WB8, WYV. Tom, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good, Dave, and thanks for taking the net tonight. KC9YAV and all the Wolverines out there, WB8, WYV. Well, we got about 50 degrees here. It actually snowed today up here, about 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there, but it didn't stick. It was about 37, 38 degrees, and we were at Berkey's at the restaurant there. It started snowing, but it didn't stick to anything, and it was soon gone, so that was a good thing. Anyway, I listened in about the people at the IRS and doing taxes. Well, a real short story here. I think it was in 2005, my wife used to do the taxes, and she got some kind of a bad form. It was a bad year. It was some kind of a confusion on the form, and when we sent in our taxes, we got audited, and the IRS said that we owed about $10,000. I said, there's no way. I'd have to be Brad Pitt to owe that kind of money. But they were adamant, and you don't want to deal with the IRS because they're unorganized. Instead of having an agent with a group of people like a caseload, every time we called them, we got somebody different that didn't know what was going on, and some of them were mean, and some of them were nice, and it was a mess. Well, anyway, to make a long story short here, we hired a tax consultant from Manton that did our taxes, I think, in 2005. And they said, 2006, and they said, well, let me see. We explained what was happening with the IRS. I mean, they had liens on my, threatened liens on my bank accounts and all kinds of stuff. It was horrendous. I told them what the problem was. I said, well, bring it in and we'll take a look at it. And lo and behold, by the time those accountants were done, the IRS owed me $1,500 for that year. They said I owed them $10,000. They owed me $1,500, and the state of Michigan, of course, jumped on the bandwagon. It took me a year to clear that out after I was exonerated by the IRS. I had to call the state of Michigan and tell them, look, why don't you guys take a look at the federal government's computer system? You'll see that I do not owe anything. In fact, I got a refund. But it took me a year after that to get the refund. So, whoever said they got somebody to do their books, that was very, very wise. It was a bad year. They said my brother owed something like, I don't know, he was a guy working as a front desk clerk at a motel, and they said he owed like something like $15,000 or something. I don't know. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, we got that cleared up. So, word to the wise, if it starts looking funky, go just hire somebody to do it. I've never regretted that. And the last time we ever did our own taxes, I think, was 2005. That was the end of it. So anyway, yeah, that's the story. Anyhow, all you wonderful Wolverines, have a great evening. Take care. We'll be on here tomorrow night if everything works right. Back to net control. KC9YAB, WB8WYB, I'll be clear. Good evening.
Okay, Tom. Well, that's a horrific story. And I know that when I had never had a problem like that, but I know that my wife and I had some issues when things started getting a little more complicated, and that's when we started using a tax accountant to deal with things, but nothing like that. So that's terrible. So anyway, glad you got to go out for breakfast this morning, and I'm really surprised that you got snow today. It's 50 degrees out now. That's incredible. But anyway, you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy Easter tomorrow, and looking forward to hearing you tomorrow night. So we'll say 73s with you for now, and we'll drop down to number 11, pick up George and Highland, and then after George, we're going to take a break and look around, see if we have some more check-ins, and then we'll pick up Taz. But first, let's go to George and Highland. That's Alpha Charlie 9, X-Ray November. George, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, good there, buddy. Charlie 9, Yankee, Alpha, Victor 8, and the wonderful Wolverine single sideband net. This is Alpha Charlie 9er, X-Ray November. I'm down here in beautiful Highland, Indiana, 5 miles south of the tip of Lake Michigan, where there's always something exciting going on. Hey, thanks for getting my call. Thanks for doing the net. We did have a beautiful sunny day here in Highland, Indiana. Got up to in the 60s, mid-60s, I think 63 degrees. We didn't do too
much today. Nothing really exciting going on. And I heard Tom's little story about the IRS. And I've been in the accounting business not quite 50 years yet, real close though. And I often, when I hear stories like this, I often wonder if it really worth saving the $200 to go through all that hassle for a year or a year and a half, and then finally have to pay somebody to get it fixed. It's probably easier to pay somebody to get it done right the first time than pay somebody to fix whatever you did. So that's an interesting story, and sounds like everybody should take that advice. So back to you, buddy. You're doing a great job. Thanks for getting me in. I want to wish you and all the Wolverines out there a happy Easter holiday, and God bless you all. I'll be clear. Alpha Charlie 9, X-ray November 73.
Okay, George. Well, yep, I agree with you regarding the taxes, and thank you for the flowers on doing the net tonight. I enjoy doing the net on Saturday night. It's a lot of fun, and band wasn't quite as gracious to us tonight between you and me as it has been the past couple weeks. But I was able to hear probably 90% of your transmission. Did fade out a little there at the beginning, but copied the end of it no problem. So you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a wonderful Easter, and look forward to hearing you and talking to you later on this week. So 73s, my friend. And with that, let's take a break and see if we have any more check-ins out there for the Wolverine single sideband net. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net. And at this time, I'm looking for additional check-ins to get on the list. Would that check-in please come back again? I could probably use some help with a relay.
November 8, November Tango X-ray Mobile.
Okay, November 8, November Tango X-ray Mobile. Let's just pick you up right now. Go ahead.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, Dale, thank you. I'll pass that along to Doris. And glad you got your birthday card. Happy birthday. KTAS.
Over.
Okay, Dale, I couldn't hear you quite as well as others did, so thank you very much for checking in with us. You have a wonderful Easter, and mobile safely. 73s. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time.
November Bravo 9 Delta.
November Bravo 9 Delta, number 28. Anyone else? Okay, it appears we don't have any more check-ins at this time, so let's jump back in our list at number 13. That'll be Taz and Romulus, and stand by Dallas and Bowling Green. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Taz. Kilo 8, Tango Alpha Sierra. Taz, how's your day been today?
KC9 YAV. David, KTAS, Kilo 8 Tango Alpha Sierra, and Ramos. We're sitting at 40 degrees, warmed up to 52. Just a beautiful sunny day, and like Dora said, we took off today for a road trip. Just wanted to do something, get out of the house, and yeah, we put about 100 miles north of us, and just took the back road, and that's like Rusty and Diane do. So we took the back roads, and it's just a beautiful trip. So that's pretty much our day. Came back, worked some FT8. That's pretty much our day. David, thanks for doing it. Thanks for being there on Saturday night. Thank you for your dedication. And we appreciate all of our net controls. Of course, you know I'm here. I'll pick up the file after the net. KC9YAV, K8TS, back to you, 7-3.
Okay, Taz. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just fun to cruise around the back roads sometimes. Get out of the house and get a change of scenery. I enjoy doing that myself. Used to play a game left, right, straight, where you just at each intersection you just randomly go left, right, or straight. See where you end up. Found a lot of interesting places doing that, and just see what you see. So glad you had a good afternoon and enjoyed the countryside. So thanks for all that you do and all that Doris does. We appreciate everything that you guys do for the net. So we'll say 73s with you for now, and we'll drop down to number 14. That's Dallas and Bowling Green, and stand by Andy in Burton, Ohio. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Dallas, K8DLF. Dallas, how are you tonight?
KC9YAV and the Wolverine single sideband net. Well, good evening, everyone that's listening out there. I'm doing fine tonight, Dave. Thanks for asking. Put it around here most of the day doing oddball things. I took the winter weights out of the back of my truck today and got the motor fired up, got it ready to go. And then we had one of the radios in there, one of my shortwave radios I wanted to do some modifications on, so we just finished that up. And then I got the headphones that I was working on last night that I mentioned to somebody on the net that I had to do a splice on the cable. Well, I found out that the cable unplugs out of the headphone, and I didn't realize that. So I just ordered a new set of cables because that wire is so small, so fragile that it's just, I'd rather spend a few bucks and not go through the aggravation. But anyhow, that's what I did for today, and beautiful day down here in Bowling Green. So hope everyone out there had a great day and have a great Easter as well. We'll talk to you later. 7-3 to all. Back to you, KC9YAV. This is K8DLF.
Okay, Dallas. Well, glad you had a good day. Got a little work done and outside and enjoyed the day. And I know what you mean about those headphone cable wires. That they are small. I think they must be like I swear they must be 28 gauge. There's nothing to them. And trying to strip them, they just make one mistake and they're cut. So I think they must be like 4 strands of number 44 gauge wire. So anyway, I think you probably made the right decision there. Cheaper just to replace the cable and trying to fix it. So anyway, you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy it's going to be a beautiful evening, at least up here in Elkhart. It's warmer than it is out, and I'm sure it's warmer down there in Bowling Green. So you enjoy the evening. Have a wonderful Easter, and look forward to hearing you either on the net tomorrow night or later on this week. So take care and have a great evening. 73s. And with that, let's drop down to number 16. That's Andy in Burton, Ohio, and stand by Sam in Manchester. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Andy, AB8MO. Andy, how are you doing tonight?
All righty. What's your name, David? David, this is AB8MO. All right, I'm just trying to kick my cold here once and for all. I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was a couple days ago, but oh man, the family, we're supposed to get together tomorrow for Easter, and I think I can do it. But yeah, I still got a little nasal I wish it was decongestant. I've been having to take some decongestant and a little bit of a cough, so been trying to beg from that, just trying to relax a little bit today, and I thought about maybe going to grab a couple things at the store, decided against doing that, so I was like, I want to try to keep this a minimum day, since tomorrow family's supposed to come over. We're supposed to get together with my parents and my brothers and his family, so it'll be good there. We're probably going to have some fresh Polish kielbasa. I think that's going to be on the menu. Not that inedible stuff from Hillshire Farm. We're talking about fresh meat market stuff. So I thought it's something that either somebody likes or they don't like it. I'm like, if you think this, it doesn't taste anything like Hillshire Farm at all, and some people try it, they turn their nose up at it. I kind of like the stuff, but then again, I grew up on it, so maybe it's an acquired taste. So anyway, Easter is tomorrow. Probably not going to be on the net because we're scheduled to eat at about 3 p.m. and we're probably going to be going fast and furious at 6 o'clock. Everybody's probably going to be there, so I'm going to be with the family. So probably not going to be here tomorrow, but I will be since there's going to be kind of light coverage tomorrow for the local edition of the Beacon Net. I'm going to be net control for that. Everybody should be gone by, let's see, the net kicks off at 10 o'clock Eastern on 48496 All-Star Note if you guys are interested, or if the band's open, 147.390. I know George for a while was checking into a WD8INW. He was checking into the 2-meter Beacon Net, and we had a band opening, and he got in on RF one day, and he was almost full quiet. It was kind of cool having George up in Clarkston checking in all the way down into Doylestown, Ohio. All right, I'm not going to talk for 6 minutes like I did yesterday. Sorry about that. I got a little winded. Back to you there, David. This is AB8MO. Happy Easter to all.
Okay, Andrew. Now you have to answer a question for me. When you say Polish kielbasa, now, I know you don't mean the processed, mass-produced, smoked kielbasa by Hillshire Farms or Eckridge. Now, are you talking about a smoked Polish sausage or a raw Polish sausage?
It's fresh stuff, non-smoked. It's got to have garlic in it, too. So it's got garlic. It is a fresh kielbasa. You definitely have to cook it, over.
Okay. So that's where I'm at. We just call it Polish sausage. Kielbasa, where I'm at, is a smoked Polish sausage. It's the fresh sausage that has been smoked. So that's a little bit different. So that's why I wanted to get a clarification on you. So there's a world of difference between the real stuff and the mass-produced. You're right. It's night and day. And I'm a huge fan of the fresh Polish sausage that you're talking about, and I love it. It's great. Actually, where I'm at where I grew up in South Bend, I don't know if you recognize it or not. The day after Easter is Dingus Day. South Bend had a large Polish immigrant population, and they celebrate Dingus Day. It's actually a holiday for the city, and it's I'm trying to remember. General Polanski is the who it's celebrated for, who was a general in the Polish army, and they celebrate it. So anyway, a bit of trivia for you. So you enjoy your kielbasa. Think about me. I would love to have some. I should have bought some when I was at the grocery store, but the grocery store I go to doesn't have any real sausage. So I'd have to go over to the west side of South Bend to get some real stuff. So anyway, you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your day tomorrow, and we will talk to you later. Best wishes. And with that, I will drop down to number 17. That's Sam in Manchester. And stand by Jeff in Muskegon, Michigan. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to number 17, Sam, November 8, X-Ray Uniform Yankee.
All right, let's hear it for Sam.
November 8, X-Ray Uniform Yankee, you're up. Well, it sounds like Sam had to step away, so let's drop down and pick up Jeff in Muskegon, and stand by Tony. You'll be up next. Jeff, Whiskey 8, Kilo Sierra, you're up, Jeff.
All right, David. Well, we appreciate it. This is Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra, and we've got 54 degrees and sunny here at the lake shore, and I just wanted to jump in and say good evening to everybody. Hope everybody's had a good day and enjoyed the weather, and I guess it's going to pour on into tomorrow as well, so looking forward to that because we're going to be smoking some meat. So with that, we'll say 73s, everybody. Have a happy Easter, and we'll catch everybody on the flip-flop. This is Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra. Back to KC8 or KC9 YAV. Thank you, David.
Okay, Jeff. Well, thanks for stopping in tonight, and good to hear you. And you and your wife and family have a wonderful Easter, and enjoy the sunset. And you take care, and we will talk to you next Saturday, I hope. So if I don't hear from you during the week sometime. So 73s to you. And with that, let's drop down to number 20. That's Tony in New Buffalo, and stand by Andre in Daggett, Michigan. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Tony, Kilo Alpha 8, Uniform Golf Bravo. Tony, how are you today?
Well, okay, we're doing good. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Uniform Golf Bravo, and I've just been sitting here waiting my turn and polishing my Vibroflex, my special limited edition 10-Tech Vibroflex gear, because you know the chrome needs to be shiny as everything else, and the little red pearls and the little red paddles, they need to be clean. So I don't know if it makes my code sending any better, but it sure does look nice. Anyway, good to be here this evening. We're going to be getting up here from the chair here in just a moment and see if I can chase a few people down. Then I got to go back over to the church house for a while and do what I do to get ready for tomorrow. I can only imagine what the disciples were going through on the day after the death of Jesus and the day before his resurrection. I really can't imagine. But what a time it must have been. So we're hoping to experience some of that, maybe a resurrection inspiration, a resurrection encouragement tomorrow. But that's all we got right now. Nothing more. I'm going to go find some food here in just a little bit and make my way over to the church house. This is KAHUGB, a voice of New Buffalo, Michigan.
Okay, Tony. Well, you get some dinner, and you prepare, and I'm sure that your sermon tomorrow will definitely be inspirational, and it's definitely the time of year for thought and an opportunity for everyone to start afresh and start changing. So and embrace. So. You take care, and look forward to talking to you again soon. So, best wishes to you. Best wishes to you. So, 73s. And with that, let's drop down to number 24. That's Andres in Daggett, Michigan, and stand by Ray in Colliersville, Tennessee. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Andre. November 9, Quebec, Papa Juliet. Andre, how are you tonight?
Hey, hello there, Jay. KC9YAB. This is Andy at 92PJ, Daggett, Michigan. We woke up this morning to about 4 inches of snow, and it's currently 40 degrees and cloudy. So, other than that, I had antenna issues earlier. I've been playing with this thing all day, so I think I finally got it. Hopefully you're hearing me. So, other than that, net is going good. Everyone's got good signals. You're a good solid 10 over S9 and sounding good. So thanks for having me aboard. I'll log you down, and everyone have a happy Easter. Back to you there, Dave, and 92PJ.
Okay, Andy. I've got you 5758 down here in Elkhart, so whatever you did worked, and I apologize. I thought I'd fixed my database, so I had a note that you went by Andy, but it didn't pop up. So something happened there. I apologize, but hopefully this time maybe it'll stick. I added the note again. So anyway, you enjoy the rest of the evening, and like I said, good signal down here in Elkhart, and you take care up there in the UP, and enjoy the evening, and have a wonderful Easter, and look forward to talking to you next Saturday night. So 73s, my friend. And with that, let's drop down to number 25. That's Ray in Colliersville, and stand by Bob in Beulah, Michigan. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Ray, Kilo Juliet 4, Sierra Bravo Charlie. Ray, how are things down in Tennessee tonight? Kilo Juliet 4, Sierra Bravo Charlie, you're up.
Sierra Bravo Charlie, way down here in Charleville watching the pink line. I'm just barely hearing it. Oh, anyway, 6 feet, cloudy, nice cool day. Had a good ham fest down here, pretty fast. Didn't win any of the prizes, but anyway, we just got that and just getting that together, so and collecting the list for the next one. So there we're going to say, so we all have a great evening. You know, you're forward to it, don't you? So back over and next time.
Okay, Ray, very good. I was kind of worried that maybe you weren't hearing me, but hear you just fine, a solid 5-5 up here in Elkhart. So you have a great evening, and hope your net goes well tonight. So we'll say 73s to you for now, and we'll drop down to number 26. That's Bob in Beulah, Michigan, and stand by Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Bob, Whiskey 8, Romeo Echo Juliet. Bob, how are you doing tonight?
Okay, this is W8REJ. Rob in beautiful downtown Beulah. It's Rob with an R as in Romeo. And we're doing very well. Had a 51 degrees sunshiny day. It wasn't too terribly cold, and had some rain though, and it's been rainy the last couple of days. A few days ago, we really got hammered with some rain. But other than that, we're doing good here. getting ready for the Easter service tomorrow at church, so we're looking forward to that. I'll have to shave my face and put on a clean bowling shirt, I guess. So anyway, it's been a long, long time since I checked into the Wolverine Net, quite honestly. It's been a long time since I checked into any net, so we're just getting back into the swing of things here. So I hope my signal is okay today, and without any problems, we'll be checking in again here shortly. So I'm going to say 7-3 to all, and I found your website there, so I'll check that out. And take care. This is W8REJ Rob in beautiful downtown Beulah. 7-3. God bless. Have a great Easter.
Okay, Rob. Well, I noted my database that you go by Rob. Hopefully it sticks. And thanks for returning back here to the Wolverines. I see that you've got a low number, so you've been around for a while. Glad that you checked in with us tonight. Hopefully you'll check in with me next Saturday night, too, if you've got time. And I know what you mean about having to shave the whiskers off the face for tomorrow. I tend not to shave on Saturdays myself either, so it's a little more painful on Sundays, but it's all right. So you take care and enjoy the rest of the evening, and enjoy Easter Day. Enjoy Easter Day. So we'll say 73 is with you for now, and wish you all the best. And with that, let's drop down to number 28. That's Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire. That's November Bravo 9 Delta. Neil, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, KC9YAB, this is November Bravo 9 Delta, Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire on the world-famous N8SOB remote HF link. All in all, today was a pretty decent day. We got up early, though, and our dog woke us up first thing. We took her out for a walk, got back in the shack, and you know who our first contact was out here was Sean, N8SOB. We met him out, and we were on 160 and on a traffic net, and I've never been on a traffic net before. I was a little lost, as you can imagine, but I had fun just the same. A little bit windy here in New Hampshire, and a little cold, but not too bad. And well, we're looking forward to Easter tomorrow, or hopefully we can catch the Easter Bunny. He's been elusive so far. And with that, a happy Easter, everyone. And, thanks for listening to what we have to say. We'll send it back to Net Control. KC9, YAV, NB90.
Okay, Neil. Well, good to hear you on this Saturday. And I've never heard of the Tropic Net. You said that's on 160 meters. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. You'd have to ask Sean N8SOB for the specifics on it. I did bookmark it on my computer, but I don't have that in front of me here. I thought it was Century something or other. But at any rate, it was a lot of fun. Made some contacts from I think it was Indiana and was it Iowa? But at any rate, it was a lot of fun. It wasn't just a net like this where you go down the list and you got to wait for your turn. You got to be ready to get calls from any station in any order. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. If you haven't been on a traffic net, I recommend it. Back to you, David. KC9YAV NB90.
Okay, Neil. Well, thanks. I thought you said tropic. I misunderstood you. You said when you meant traffic. So I misunderstood what you said. Okay. So anyway, well, very good on that. And if you can't find the Easter Bunny, maybe you'll find some of his chopped with eggs. I think that's probably better than the bunny himself, unless you find a chocolate bunny. I'm a chocoholic, so that's my point of view on things. So anyway, good to hear you tonight. You take care. Enjoy the evening, and hopefully tomorrow you'll have a nice warm day. So we'll say 73s to you for now. And that takes us to the bottom of our list. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net. And we're looking for additional check-ins at this time. If you'd like to check into the Wolverine single sideband net, give me a call.
Kilowatt Charlie 8 Echo Hotel Romeo.
KC9 KRX.
Kilowatt Charlie 8 Echo Hotel Romeo number 29 and Kilo Charlie 9 KRX number 30. Who else? Let's pick up Clint in Eaton Rapids first, then we'll pick up Brad in Hobart. Clint, KC8, Echo Hotel Romeo. How's your day been today, Clint?
Well, thank you very much for picking me up. I hope everyone's having a good evening. I'm actually talking on my rig here. I had some problems again. And I think I sent Sean a picture of the connector to the dipole. I fried it somehow, so I had to actually, keep my radio off the air, and actually went through and actually made a whole new connector, and I reinstalled it. And I'm talking on it now, and everything looks like it's doing okay on my end. I trust I sound okay on your end. My son and daughter-in-law and our grandson just left. We celebrated Easter today, and we grilled out. We had a very good dinner, and just had a good time visiting with everybody. And I always love seeing my grandson. I do, and he's so much fun. And he seems kind of partial to me, which makes it even that much better. Anyways, I would pass it back to Net Control. Thanks for picking me up. And just want to wish everybody happy Easter, 73, and God bless everyone out there. Back to Net, KC8EHR.
Okay, Clint. Well, first, the good copy on you down here in Elkhart. You're 5'5", 5'6", and I run 60B of attenuation. So I think that maybe you got your antenna problem fixed with the new connector. So that should hopefully make you feel better. So that sounds good, and it sounds like you had a good day with the family today. Yeah, I actually myself, with the weather like it has been, I'm looking forward to taking the cover off the grill this week and starting to do a little grilling outside myself. Definitely the weather for it. So sounds like you did that yourself, and there's nothing better than grilled food in my book. It just adds a special flavor to things, and it's a lot easier to clean up than pots and pans. So I'm glad you had a good Easter dinner with the family tonight, and or today. Don't know whether sounds like maybe you had an early dinner. So hope that everything went well. It sounds like it did, and it sounds like the radio's working as it should. And you take care, and look forward to hearing you again next Saturday night when I'm Net Control, and hopefully during the week, when I'm not Net Control and someone else is. So we'll wish you all the best in 73s, and we will drop down to number 30 and pick up Brad in Hobart. Brad, KC9KRX, how are you doing tonight?
KC9YEV, KC9KRX. Good evening, Dave. Thank you for doing the net here this evening, and hope you're doing okay in the family there. Good evening to all. Hope everybody's having a good evening here. 64 degrees here. I guess they're right for a change. It's actually warmed up. And we're sure enjoying that. And hope everybody else is enjoying the nice weather as well. Next few days supposed to be nice as well. Other than that, just wanted to come in and say hello and wish everybody a happy Easter here coming up. Everybody be careful, move safely tomorrow, and hopefully we'll hear everybody maybe tomorrow evening or Monday. KC9YAV, KC9KRX.
Okay, Brad. Yep, today was definitely a gorgeous day. We got up to 64 here in Elkhart as well, and it's slowly dropping down. It dropped down to, we're down to about 57 now, but it's still gorgeous out, and it's going to be a very nice evening, I think. So looking forward to tomorrow when it's going to be up into the 70s according to the weather forecast. So I hope that you have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy Easter and enjoy the weather, and look forward to hearing from you tomorrow or on Monday. By the way, Monday is awards night, just so you know. So make sure that you check in, and you can get your award on Monday if you check in. Just so you know that. And other than that, you have a great evening, and we'll say 73s. And that takes us to the bottom of the list again. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and I'm looking for additional check-ins at this time. Give me a call if you'd like to get on the list.
Victor Whiskey Alpha.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo.
Okay, recheck.
Okay, we had a little bit of a pile up there for over doubling. There was a Delta Kilo station that was first. Would that call come back, please?
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo.
Okay, Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, you're number 31. And then there was another station, and I acknowledged the recheck. The other station come back, please.
K8 ESX.
Was that K8 ESX?
That's Roger. K8 ESX, Operator Michael.
N8XUI, recheck.
Okay, K8 ESX, number 32, and we've got a recheck. That's November 8, XUY. And do we have any other check-ins?
Kilo Charlie 8, Victor Whiskey Alpha.
Mike 8.
Kilo Charlie 8, Victor Whiskey Alpha, number 33. Any other check-ins? Okay, let me take the recheck first. Go ahead, Sam.
Well, good afternoon. This is N8XUY, and I would like to say hello to everyone on the Wolverine single sideband net. And David, thank you for picking up the show here on Saturday night, doing a great job. Had to step away for a minute, but we're back. The wife and the granddaughter just got out of the hot tub. They were enjoying that, and that's the 8-year-old granddaughter, going on 35 or whatever. She's pretty awesome and fun to have around. So it's been a good day here. Did a lot of cool stuff around the QTH, wrapping up that trim project that I mentioned to you last week there, David, in the foyer area, getting very close to having that wrapped up and complete 100%. A good day. So, David, wonderful work tonight. Shoot it back in your direction. 7-3 to all, and thank you to one of our fine 2022 Stations of the Year. That would be KC9YAV, David. Great work tonight, and N8XUY, 7-3 to all, back to net control.
Okay, Sam. Well, very good. Gee, you skipped out on the net for a while to see women in the hot tub. Boy, now I know how I rate. But anyway, very good on that, and very good on getting some working on the trim work, getting that almost clean, taken care of, and I'm glad that everything's going well on that, and enjoyed the conversation during pre-net. That was we had some interesting conversation there. So anyway, you take care. You enjoy Easter with the family tomorrow, and you and Cheryl have a great evening tonight. So we'll say 73s with you for now, and we'll drop down to number 31. That's Chris in Medina, and stand by Mike in National City. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to Chris. That's Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo. Chris, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, David. Thanks for taking the net. I'm running a little bit, there you go, a little bit more. That might be a little bit better. Running a little bit quiet tonight. No nets for our club tonight. We have the night off, so I can stop in and be a Wolverine for the night. By the way, I'm member 622. It's blank on my line. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to do some FT8 tonight. Well, Newey's out there. I got Newey, N-U-I-E, a couple of times, a couple of bands, a couple of stations. They got two operators, E6 Alpha Foxtrot and Charlie India. They'll be there for a little bit while longer, but FT8 down there is pretty good. I've gotten them on this antenna, the vertical, which is not that great for gain. And if I can do it on 100 watts on this thing, anyone can do it on a wire. So hopefully everyone can get that before they close up shop. Hope everyone has a great Easter. This is Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, and I'll go back to net and keep it short.
Okay, Chris. Well, thanks for the DX tip there, and that's awesome that you got them 100 watts on vertical. And what band was that?
There's a bunch of bands. I've gotten them on 17 on this. I got them on 40 on this. I've got them on 20 on the beam. But, you know, that's a given. You're going to get them on 20 on the beam. But they're all over from 40 to 10. They're going all bands in there. But you just got to do a spot on them and look for them and see where they're at. But, again, you may have to do I've actually found a trick. You don't have to fox hound like they used to fox hound. You know, in any of the digital programs, you can, quote, fake it. Well, you can faking it now. All you got to do is find out where they are, find out what frequency they're on, and see that they're in the 400 to 600 range. Go to that frequency and just transmit over 1,000, and you're doing the same thing as faking it. So with that, 7-3, KD2HCE back to that.
Okay, thanks for the tip, Chris. We appreciate that. I know there's a lot of FT8 fans here on the net, so that tip will be well worth it. We appreciate it. So I might be doing that myself tonight. So best wishes to you. You have a wonderful Easter, and you take care, and we will be talking to you later. So 73s. And with that, let's drop down to number 32. That's Mike in National City. And then stand by Mike in Toledo. You'll be up next. But first, let's go to the Mike in National City. That's Kilo 8, Echo Sierra X-Ray. Mike, how have you been?
Oh, pretty good. Had a good week this week. Happy Easter to everybody. But, yeah, I just finished some dinner and turned her back on there, and by golly, you were there, so. How you been this week on Iron Key? Everybody else out there, hope you have a great Easter Sunday. Don't eat too much. Other than that, peace out. KESX, we're listening.
Okay, Mike. Well, I'm having a pretty good week. I had Friday off. Didn't get much done, but it was a relaxing day. I made up for it a little bit today, but looking forward to having Easter dinner with my sister tomorrow night, and Hopefully I won't eat too much there, but she's a pretty good cook. I probably will, but I'll regret it later. But other than that, I hope that you have an enjoyable Easter, and enjoy your rest of your evening tonight. And you take care, and thanks for checking in with me tonight. I appreciate it. Always good to talk to you, Mike. We'll say 73s with you, and we'll drop down to number 33, and we'll pick up another Mike. This Mike's in Toledo, Ohio. That's Kilo Charlie 8, Victor Whiskey Alpha. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Hello, David. My favorite net controller for the Wolverine single sideband net. KC9YAV, KCAVWA, Mike in Toledo. Or Norm would call it Tiddly-doo. Yeah, too many mics out here. I don't know if they. I just turned this thing on, and boy, everybody's coming in good. I had the power company, Toledo Edison, come over, and man, I was getting a heck of a noise in there for the last probably 3 weeks or so. And they come out and they looked up at the connection going out. It ain't in the pole. I'm between two poles, and where they tie into the main line. He said one of them connections were burnt, and he changed that out. And boy, I haven't heard nothing. None of that. It was bad. It was like a arcing noise, and boy, I haven't heard none of that in 3 weeks. So yeah, that's a good thing. But yeah, everybody's sounding good. Hope everybody enjoys tomorrow. And let me see. I'm running about 500 watts. David, you're 5'9". Got a good signal on you and everybody else out there. But got the old 746 Pro going, and thought I'd turn that thing on and see what's going on the Wolverine net. But thanks for picking me up, David, and boy, it sure is not to have that racket in there. KCAVWA, be clear.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I remember several weeks ago you talking about having real bad noise. I'm glad they got that taken care of. We've got another member, Ed, out by Champaign, Illinois, between Champaign and I think it's I can't remember the other town, but out by Champaign, Illinois, that's having problems with power line noise as well, and he's waiting for the power company to resolve the problem. So I'm glad that yours got resolved. And yeah, you're putting a big signal in here to Elkhart, solid 5'9", a little over. So you're definitely doing the job tonight. So good to hear from you. Hope that you have a enjoyable Easter as well. And thanks for the roses. I appreciate that. Always enjoy talking with you, Mike. You take care, and we'll wish you 73s. And that takes us to the bottom of the list again. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time. If you'd like to check in, give me a call.
Hey, one more thing, comment?
Sure, go ahead.
I gotta say, that's pretty fancy for Sam, boy, sitting in a hot tub. Man, that's pretty cool, over.
Thank you, pal.
Yeah, I had to put that in there. Have a good evening, Sam.
Good to hear, Mikey.
Okay, this is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, and we're looking for additional check-ins for the Wolverine single sideband net. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net. We're looking for additional check-ins at this time. Whiskey 5, Mike, number 34. Any other check-ins? Okay, Dan in Salem, Illinois. Go ahead, Whiskey 5, Mike, you're up. Okay, thank you very much, Dan. Did you say that you're a mobile?
I'm running a mobile. I've got a mobile unit in camper in the back of the truck, but I'm not in the truck.
You faded out a little bit there, Mike. Are you mobile right now?
Thank you. I'm stationary. That's the pickup truck.
He's stationary sitting in a pickup truck.
Okay, thank you. You're stationary in a pickup truck right now. Gotcha. Very good. Well, thank you very much for checking in with us, Mike, or Dan, I'm sorry. If you haven't checked in with us before, here on the Wolverine single sideband net, the net starts at 2200 UTC every night, 365 days a year, and you can get all the details about the net by just Googling Wolverine single sideband net, and we appreciate you stopping by and saying hello tonight, and we'd love to have you stop by again sometime and spend some more time with us. But we appreciate you saying hello tonight, and we hope that you have a enjoyable rest of the evening and very nice Easter. So we'll say 73s for now and wish you all the best. And that takes us to the bottom of our list again. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net. We're looking for additional check-ins.
Kilowatt Bravo 3, Papa Echo Tango.
Kilowatt Bravo 3, Papa Echo Tango, number 35. Any other check-ins? Kilowatt Bravo 3, Papa Echo Tango. Bob from Grindstone, Pennsylvania. Go ahead. How are you doing tonight, Bob?
AC9YAV, you're sounding good tonight. I just figured I'd jump in here and say hello and see what was going on there, Roger.
Okay, well, we're having a pretty good day here in Elkhart, Indiana. We've had 64 degrees and just a gorgeous day. How are things out there in Pennsylvania tonight, Bob?
Everything's going good. I ran out of propane in the building, so I've been leaving the Henry 3K on for heat. What do you think?
That'll do it. That'll do it, definitely.
I know. For most of you guys, tomorrow is your Easter, as what we in the Eastern Orthodox call Pascha. Tomorrow is my Palm Sunday, and next Sunday will be my Pascha, so I'm looking forward to it. The great thing about being Orthodox is we get to fast for 40 days, no meat, no dairy, and then to celebrate on Palm Sunday, we fast 7 more days. What do you think?
I don't know if I could be Orthodox. Well, it would probably do me good, though. It'd definitely do me some good. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, David, I got you. Well, I've got the attenuator the way I've got this FT990 set. You're about 5/9, so you are definitely competing with that son of a Buckeye tonight there, Roger.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm only running a kilowatt.
I'm just touching legal limit.
Well, we know that son of a Buckeye definitely always runs a legal limit, and he has a little bit more antenna than I have too. So it's nice to know that I'm keeping up with the Joneses there.
Hey, David, his idea of legal limit, my idea of legal limit, and your idea of legal limit is three different things there, Roger.
Yeah, I think that is true, definitely, Bob. Go ahead, comment.
Good to hear, Bob. NXUI.
I got the attenuator on this thing, and you're smacking me 20 over, Sue. On a regular radio, you'd be about 40 over.
Hello, hello.
Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I was just giving a quick hello there. Didn't want to interrupt, buddy. Carry on.
Okay, Bob. Well, I will say 73 is with you for now, and I'll see if we have any more check-ins out there. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time.
Kilo Delta 9. There you go.
Kilo Delta 9, Victor Oscar Foxtrot. Go ahead. Okay, David. Well, thanks for checking in with me tonight. Copied 90% of what you said there, so I know you're going to check in with Eric tomorrow night, and I hope they have a wonderful evening tonight and a wonderful Easter tomorrow. So you take care, and all the best wishes to you in 73. So with that, we're at the bottom of the list again. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time.
Kilo Bravo 3, Oscar X-Ray Hotel.
I got the Kilo Bravo 3. What was the suffix, sir?
Oscar X-Ray Hotel, OXH.
Okay, you're number 37. Do we have any other check-ins out there?
Whiskey Delta 4, Sierra Sierra.
Whiskey Delta 4, Sierra Sierra, you're number 38. Any other check-ins? Okay, let's take number 34. That's Bill in New Cumberland, West Virginia. Kilo Bravo 3, Oscar X-Ray Hotel. Bill, how are you doing tonight?
AC9, YAV from KB30X8. Well, good evening, Dave. Everybody here on the Wolverine Net. Let's see, I've got 51 degrees and dropping pretty quick here as the sun goes down. It's the holiday weekend here. We got family coming tomorrow, so today was kind of a cleanup day in the house. Getting everything cleaned up, moved around, and just cleaning the nest out, I guess. Everyone have a great holiday. Thanks for picking me up, Dave. KB30X8, back to the net.
Okay, Bill. Very good. Well, thank you for the best wishes for the Easter holiday, and I want to extend my wishes back to you. You have a wonderful Easter as well. Enjoy hope you're having as nice a weather as we're having here in northern Indiana today. We've had temperatures in the mid-60s. I hope that you've had similar weather. Best wishes to you and your family for Easter Day, and you take care. 73s, my friend. And with that, let's drop down to number 38. That's John in Scaligula, Alabama. That's Whiskey Delta 4, Sierra Sierra. John, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, doing pretty good this evening. Appreciate you picking me up. Yeah, I've been listening for a while, and man, bad conditions are definitely starting to come up. I'm starting to hear some more people now. But cool weather down here in Alabama this evening, down to a little below 50 degrees, and it's definitely nice to have a little blast of cool weather before summer hits. But everybody have a good Easter Sunday, and enjoy it, and enjoy time with family, and I hope everybody has a great week coming up. WD4SS, back to net.
Okay, John. Well, glad that you got a little bit of cool air down there, and hopefully the weather conditions have settled down some from earlier this week, and hope that you didn't have any adverse consequences from them. And thank you very much for the well wishes for the holiday for tomorrow. And I want to pass on my well wishes for you and your family for Easter Day, and hope that everything's going well for you. Band conditions are definitely improving. I think it's going to be a wonderful night for radio. There's no doubt about that. So with all that, I want to thank you for checking in with me again tonight. Always a pleasure talking to you on Saturday night, John. So you take care. And 73s. Best wishes to you. And that takes us to the bottom of the list again. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor. Net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time. Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and we're looking for additional check-ins at this time.
Nothing heard here, David.
This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control for the Wolverine single sideband net, and this will be my final call for check-ins. Okay, I would like to thank everyone who checked into the Wolverine single sideband net tonight. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Alpha Victor, net control from Elkhart, Indiana, now closing this evening's edition of the wonderful Wolverine single sideband net. Good night and 73s to all.
Thank you for a fantastic job, David. Wonderful
Thank
work.
you, Sam.
Always great to hear you on Saturday night in the big chair.
Good job, David. We've got the file. This is K8DXJ. You have a good Easter.
Nice touch, pal.
Okay,
nice
thank you, Doris.
job.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Sam.
David. AP Inamo.
Andy, sounding good, buddy.
Hey, good job there, David. Happy Easter, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Hey, Greg, how you feeling, buddy?
That Hot Water 101 sounding pretty good.
Nice job, David. KCAVWA, my favorite net controller.
You're too kind, Mike.
You and that big radio sounding good.
Thank you
I'm still here,
much,
Sam.
Mike. Well, you're sounding pretty good, too.
Happy Easter, David. 7-3, bud. And, hey, KCGS, how you feeling today?
Overdid it, which didn't take much. Just used too much stomach muscles. Being on my back underneath a boat console, and boy, you crunch that stomach, and it feels like someone shot me.
Hey, you're a vertical rock climber. You're going to be okay, I think. You just got to get a little more reconditioned and back in shape. But good to hear you. And I heard in your voice, it sounds like you had a little more going today than yesterday.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, Sam, you have a great evening, KCGS.
Take it easy, buddy. 7-3 to you, 7-3 to all here on the net. David did an amazing job. And 8XUI clear.
Yeah, I'd say, David, you did very well. You got what, about 40? That's pretty good for Saturday, especially with it getting darker later. Good night, happy Easter all. EB at Mo clear.
Okay, Andy. Well, thank you very much. We'll definitely have some Polish sausage for me tomorrow, okay?
I will eat some in your honor, and I will savor every bite.
Are you going to have red cabbage with it?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not a cabbage guy. I don't like it. So probably just plain. I like it just plain Jane.
Noodles?
Oh yeah, noodles. Yes, definitely noodles.
Okay, have some noodles for me too.
Well, we'll probably have mashed potatoes. We usually have mashed potatoes. We'll have pierogies too. Different kind of pierogies, all that stuff.
Oh, have some pierogies for me. Definitely.
Well, do, David. Did a great job. Have yourself a great night. AB at MO. I'll see y'all later.
Okay. Hope your cold's gone by tomorrow, too, Andy. Take care. 73s.
Good night, Andy. Good night, David. Hey, there was a station calling N8XUY. Can you come back? Who was calling N8XUY? Are you still there? Yeah, I'm hearing you in there. I believe it's I'm not quite pulling it out, but I got you in there. Thank you for the shout. I am definitely hearing you. Over. Can you give me your call sign once again, slowly and phonetically? Just want to make sure if I can get it. Kilo Delta question mark. Was it VOF? Oh, there we go. I got you, man. Yeah, WD9VOF. Yeah, you were a little bit low tonight, but I am copying you. And it was a little bit of a stretch, but we do have you. And I think David was probably hearing you as well. So, hey, have a wonderful evening. Happy Easter, and keep us posted on getting things running back in good shape. Thank you. Thank you. N8XUI. Thank you much, man. 7-3, take her easy. N8XUI, we are clear.
standing by to 1721. WATRG here on Spindly Saturday. It's at the beginning of an open, and you can tell this is a 1930 film. It was put out in 32, but they're driving cars with wide open windows in the pouring rain. Perfect. Perfect for an opening of a monster movie. Go ahead. Some of the very high-end cars had it. The Rolls-Royce had it in the teens. But again, when you look at the old Rolls-Royces, the driver was out in the open, while the nice people were in the back, all closed in, nice and warm. And it must have been a status symbol for England back then. The driver doesn't count. He doesn't get a roof over his head. According to what I have in front of me, they used to put heat from hot bricks, and they had a little fireplace in the back of the car, and the hot bricks would keep you warm. And then starting in the 20s, they started building Volkswagen-like heaters, where they actually had an enclosed exhaust manifold, and they blew cold air off the exhaust manifold, and I wonder how many people they killed that way inside. And then it was only in the 1930s when they started using the engine and radiator system to get the heat. And Nash was the first one to do it in 1937.
Ducks underneath the floorboards. That left a lot to be desired. Go ahead.
QSL on that. Well, it sounds funny. I had two Volkswagen things, and they both had gas heaters. And it was like having a little oil burner
in the front trunk there. Matter of fact, it had its own spark plug, its own ignition system. And when you were driving the car, you'd turn a timer, and the timer would actually give you about 20 minutes, 30 minutes of heat. And then the timer would time out. You'd have to cool off the heater and then turn it back on again. And it took gasoline with its own little fuel pump, and it blew the gasoline in like an oil burner, and it had a separate blower to keep the car warm. And believe it or not, with the thing had the flop top on it, and it actually did pretty good for the defrosters and the heat in there. But I remember when I had my Volkswagen camper, the 73 Volkswagen camper, they took a little blower, and instead of using the engine air pressure that cools the engine, they put a separate blower across the exhaust manifold, and that did a decent job too. You had to drive a little bit till things warmed up, but you got a little heat out of it there. Again, big changes now. No more exhaust manifolds. WA2AXE.
Yeah, WA2AXE, WE2MLY. Well, yeah, that could have, that sounds like it could have been a little dangerous as it got older, but I never heard too many people having a big problem with it or making a big fuss about it if it wasn't working. I know they were cold, and that's what. I never owned one, but I had two or three times I almost bought a Volkswagen, and both times I think I probably would have been better off if I had. But I bought other vehicles, so I had good. I think I would have had better luck with a Volkswagen than the vehicles I bought. But yeah, we just got finished with a Easter dinner here not too long ago, and some of my family came over, and we had nice ham and mashed potatoes and angel food cake and asparagus. It was a nice dinner my wife made. And earlier in the day, I had a bike ride, and what do? We watched the Masters, what there was of it. Boy, I never saw more rain at a Masters than that, boy. And then they had those trees that blew over yesterday. It's almost like somebody there on the board, was not going to go to church on Easter Sunday. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you, sounds like you had something good over there. My daughter made steak and beans and cauliflower with the whatever cheese on there, and everybody munched on that thing. I was working in the backyard building that little gazebo for the pool area, and I got the major parts, the verticals and the horizontals, brackets and everything in. Tomorrow we're going to have Michael's brother come over, and between us four, then we'll lift the thing up. I'll put the last bolts in, and then the basic frame is done. And let's see. I'm looking at the Ottawa, Canada site here, and you got some fella there on 3730. Oh, he's probably part of MTM's group there, and he's from Moose Factory, Canada. Moose Factory, Canada. So let's go figure that one out. Go ahead.
How do you spell loose?
Moose? M-O-O-S-E. Moose Factory, Canada. I don't know if they have a place there that they make mooses.
Well, I don't know. You'll have to Google it, find out what they do there. Something to do with mooses, anyway.
Well, that moose be something special. Oh, boy, sorry. This is WA2AXZ here, and this is 1721. And I'll have to ask Mike, because this is, it's the 3730 now. So when NPM comes in tonight, TCY is the guy's call sign, VE3, Thomas Charlie Yankee. I'll ask Mike about it. Probably raise a smile on his face. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But Saturday nights, I think he has some kind of group that he meets with or something. I don't think he probably won't be here, but if you remember that call, and Moose Factory, Canada. Of course, they have a lot of moose up there, I'm sure, and it was funny. We took a trip in 2014, I think it was. We went on a vacation, flew out to the west coast of Canada, then we took the Rocky Mountaineer back to Banff, and then we flew back from that area to back to where did we fly back into? I guess it wasn't Plattsburgh. It was Burlington, I guess. And we didn't see a moose the whole time on that. That train goes through a lot of territory that is really wilderness. We didn't see a moose. We did see one bear, I think, but we were very disappointed in that. Yeah, we had a bike ride this afternoon. That was very nice. It was it's a little cool, but there was no wind, so I was able to go a little farther than I sometimes go, and then came back. And like I said, I watched the Masters, and that was that. Some of those guys, the way they hit the golf ball, I tell you, they're just amazing. Amazing. They keep making the courses longer, and somehow the golfers, between their physical conditioning and the equipment that they use, they keep hitting it longer. Back to you, Libby. WA2AXE, WB2MLY.
All right, WB2MLY, WA2AXE. Boy, this is a great movie. It's got all the big actors: Raymond Massey. It's got Boris Karloff. It's got what the hell is the other guy's name again? Jeez, I'm having a derailment in my train of thought. But again, it's got all of them. Well, all the biggies from the 1920s and 30s there. So we'll have to see what goes on. I'm watching this show here, and it's been restored. It's been restored, and it's just crisp and clean. So it's pretty good that Svengoolie gets all of these old timers here. WA2AXE.
WA2AXE, WB2MLY, and the Yankees now. I've got the Yankees down. For me, it's not Svengoolie, it's a Yankee Saturday. They just tied the game up, and it's 1-1. So, yeah, hope they lost last night, 8 to 7. So that wasn't. That's too bad. But anyway, you don't win all your games in baseball. That's for sure. Boy, the band seems pretty good tonight. I don't see any storms out anywhere, so the lightning is really the lightning has dissipated. I guess there's a set of storms down by Myrtle Beach down there in South Carolina and North Carolina. So that's probably the only lightning that's around that I could see on the weather map. WA2AXE, WB2MLY, Port Huron, Michigan.
All right. Yeah, I got the listing here. It's got Boris Karloff, Melvin Douglas, Gloria Stewart, Charles Lawton, Eva Moore, Raymond Massey. He talked about, having a list plus. So this is a good one. I'll keep it on in the background here. And this is supposed to be a comedy, The Dark Old House. It's a monster movie, but it's a comedy, too. So we'll see what comes out of the thing. All right. Who's WA2AXZ? I got to go take some pills, so keep the frequency low for a few minutes. I shall return.
Well, you're going to have to light up your corncob pipe if you use expressions like that. This WB2MLY for the 1721 group. Anyone wishing to check in, please come now.
right. This is WA2AXZ, back in business. And away we go. Let's see what we have going on tonight and see if anyone else wants to come and join us.
Chuck down.
Hey, we got Marlon out there. How you doing, Marlon?
Hey, good evening, Loeb. Good to hear you this evening. WA2AXZ with KB3LXZ. And really pretty nice day here today. Got up to 50 and plenty of wind. It was windy as usual, but the humidity was, I think, at 15%. Pretty dry, so that's a good thing. And like I said, lots of sunshine, so can't argue with that. And sat out on the back porch with Trudy and the two dogs there for a couple hours, and enjoyed that. And of course, fresh air makes you sleepy, so had to get out, fix supper, and try to stay awake after that. Hi. Anyway, not a whole lot else other new than that. Kind of a lazy Saturday, I guess you could say. Back to you, Loeb. WA2AXZ, KB3LXZ. Back to you.
Well, we're doing pretty good over here. I had a busy day. I started in the garage. We got a gazebo, a 12 by 13 foot gazebo. We had to put together, and we started putting the legs and all the various parts. And then we walked everything out into the backyard, and we put a few more parts together. Tomorrow, we're going to have a couple of the family come over, and I need at least 3 people to help me put this thing up now, because I've got to lift the legs up, put the side brackets in, and then put the roof on. So Grandpa's going to have a very busy Easter here. So that's what's been going on with me over here. WA2AXZ.
Oh, good deal. Yeah, hope you get all the help you need there. That's one of those jobs, sometimes you need 4 arms, everybody that's helping. But anyway, at least sounds like you're going to have some good help there and stuff, so hopefully it goes together easily and quickly for you there, that's for sure. And there's a guy up in Kane, about 30 miles north of us here, and he sells these wooden sheds. And he started out, just little backyard sheds and stuff, and now he's got them so big that they're 2 stories, and they got a front porch on them, and you could either make a barn out of it or a little house, actually a 2-story house, depending on how you want it, designed. But certainly he's got the space and everything. But saw him coming back up the road and with an empty trailer, so he must have been out delivering something. How big or small, don't know. But see quite a few of them around anymore. You can get them with vinyl siding and garage doors in them, windows, front porch, you name it. You can have it board and batten or, anything your heart desires, I guess, if you want to pay the freight on it, so to speak. But pretty popular around. Just guys get them just to keep their garden implements in, or tractors, you name it. Cows, chickens, the whole 9 yards, I guess. But anyway, he seems to be doing a good business at it there. Adding more trucks to make deliveries, and his display yard there keeps getting bigger with more designs and stuff like that. So I haven't seen any gazebos in there, but there's
few other places around that sell them as well. So there was one sharp curve down on it was around 36, I think, and a guy had a flatbed with a big gazebo on it, and he took the curve too hard, and the gazebo broke the straps he had holding it down, and it went tumbling off into the woods in the field there beside the road. So he lost $1 or $2 on that venture, that's for sure. All right, back to you, Loeb. WA2AXZ with KB3LXZ.
All right, KB3LXZ, WA2AXZ. Well, we picked this thing up yesterday at Menards, and I was looking at it for a few weeks, and again, my son-in-law wanted to build something even stronger and bigger, and nobody's going to get around to that. So right now we've got this thing up, and it's nice. It's screened in, and one of the great things is we can play outside at nighttime and not be attacked by the mosquitoes that live out here. And I tell you, that's one thing that we have is more mosquitoes than you can shake a stick at. So everything is screened in. We can have lights. You can sit around a table and not have to worry about being eaten alive. So that's what it is, and that's what it is, Marlon. I just have to get it finished. Another thing that came in, too, I ordered a new pressure gauge for the pool filter. That came in, so I put that thing together. So we're slowly working into spring. Good?
Okay, very good there. And, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. I know what you mean about being out there in the evening or night and stuff, and not, getting bit and eaten alive, so to speak. That's worth its weight in gold right there. Just to be on one side of the screen and the critters on the